Okay guys, build up, build up, build up. Nobody likes build up in your hair. Everyone is searching, how do we get rid of buildup? Do I have buildup? How do I get this out? And then, of course, the furious typing of Dawn dish soap, ACV rinses, what is that magical formula to get rid of buildup? So of course, the best way to not have buildup is prevention, but that's not why we're here. We're here to see how you can get rid of buildup. And I got you because I have had a lot of buildup in my locks and I have been successfully able to get rid of a good amount of it. It's an ongoing process, but it is one still where you can see significant progress. So the first step for removing buildup is being able to identify buildup in your locks in the first place, because if you don't know what you're looking for, you're going to be trying to get rid of things from your locks that's not even buildup. For example, like the little white root bulbs in your hair, that's not buildup. That's like a whole other story if you want to get rid of those. But yeah, that's not buildup. What are the actual signs of buildup? It's gonna be, of course, you're gonna see like gray, splotchy areas in your locks, and they'll probably be pretty sticky. How you can identify it too is you just sort of take your fingers, take your, two pointer fingers, and then just sort of open up your lock like this, and then you can kind of see if there's any buildup. You'll see a little splotch maybe of like some lint, some little flakes there, so that's buildup in your locks. And another sign too of buildup in your locks is if you have like really itchy locks, and probably too if you were to like scratch it a little bit, you'll notice a bit of buildup too from your scalp. If you scrape it gently along your scalp, if you're having it in your scalp, you're probably gonna have it in your locks too. So those are some of the signs of buildup, and now let's get into getting rid of them. Using your hands actually is the first step for getting rid of buildup in your locks and also preventing it. What you want to do really is sort of like turn your head upside down and then just sort of gently run through your locks with your fingers and kind of like get any lint or anything out, just to sort of have it fall out before it sort of turns into buildup, and it'll get rid of some surface level lint or debris in your hair. And you should do this on dry hair only. Same with the second step too. This will help get a little bit more in depth, is to use a boar bristle brush. So this has hair from a boar, and what's nice about it too is it's gentle but still firm enough to actually be able to kind of help get some of the buildup out of your hair. Still closer to the surface level, but you can still get a good amount out, and it'll help keep your locks clean. And yeah, it's just like another good practice too. It's not something you absolutely have to do, but it is something that can sort of help. All right, so the next thing that you can use is a clarifying shampoo. So this is really what is going to be the most important thing for trying to get buildup out of your hair. Using your fingers, using a boar bristle brush, that's going to kind of help dislodge it, especially if you're kind of using your fingers and maybe going really deep in the lock to try and pick out any buildup in there. It'll help, but to sort of have a sort of faster all-around way to get rid of the buildup in your hair, you're gonna need a clarifying shampoo. The best clarifying shampoo to get rid of buildup from your locks is gonna be one that's sort of a little bit harsher, so to speak. It's gonna be those ones that have SLS. And why it's important to use those types of shampoos that have that in them is it's a cleaning agent, and that's what you need to get the buildup out of your locks. You're gonna need something with a little bit more oomph in there. Otherwise, it's not really gonna deeply penetrate and help get the buildup out of your locks. The shampoo I really love is the Paul Mitchell 3 shampoo. This is the one that I use. At first I was using it maybe, not every wash, but now pretty much I've been using it every 2 weeks, which is how often I wash my locks. And I don't use it on my scalp, but I use it along the length of my hair. And also for some more, if I want to have some more and being able to clean it more, I will soak it a bit in a tub and just let it sit for a bit, and then also kind of use a brush in the shower to really kind of get in there and help get some buildup out. And when you have buildup and you soak it, if you're getting it out, you will see the tub, like the water change, like a dark, murky kind of color. If you're not seeing that, then, and you have buildup, then you're not getting anything out. Same too, like if you're rinsing it off too, like it'll be kind of sticky in the shower. Yeah, that's like a sign that you're actually getting the buildup out of your locks. So that's like a sign that it's working, and you want to keep doing that so you can actually get the buildup out. That's what you need to do. And of course, same, once you're getting it out, prevention, try and get rid of, stop using like the really heavy creams. I say it like all the time on my blog. I'm, like try not to use like heavy creams in your locks and heavy oils, because it just gets stuck in your hair. Same with conditioners too. And actually same too with like some shampoos that like are super, super light. They're not really doing anything, and sometimes can like maybe just kind of coat your hair and actually act like conditioners. And if you're not using a clarifying shampoo, then it's just gonna stick in your locks and you're gonna get buildup, and it's gonna be sticky, kind of gray and splotchy, like I said, and we don't want that. We want nice, fresh, clean locks. And so having like a clarifying shampoo as part of your routine is gonna be critical for helping getting rid of buildup in your locks. And something too that's really important when you're shampooing your locks is to really, really spend an equal or even great amount of time rinsing out the shampoo. Because even if you have like a great shampoo that's like super great and super clarifying, if you're not getting it all out of your locks, then it's just more product buildup that's gonna be there. So yeah, spend a lot of time sort of like gently squeezing down the length of your lock to sort of get any water, excess water with product in it or shampoo in it, to get that product buildup out. So even though I use the Paul Mitchell 3 shampoo, there's like other shampoos you can use, or non-shampoos, like a popular ones, like using the Dawn dish soap, the blue one. You can use that. Just want to be careful. I would try not to get it on your scalp, because it's dish soap, it's not shampoo. But like what I find to be helpful for clarifying shampoos is I do like the higher pH. I like ones that have like the higher cleansing power in them, which for me I like the SLS, SLES. If you are kind of like hesitant with that, it's not something that you would have to do every single time you wash your hair, but it's good if you want to do like an actual deep, clarifying rinse. I would suggest using one of those types of shampoos. The final thing you can do is, when you're struggling with buildup, is just go to a professional. Go to a loctician. If you can't get it out yourself, go to someone who specializes in doing locks for a living. And of course, you're gonna want to spend time trying to look up the loctician, make sure you're finding a reputable one. But yeah, try a loctician. They're gonna do like the same things that I said before, but like using like a clarifying shampoo. Maybe they'll do like an ACV rinse with baking soda or something like that. But what's really helpful too with a loctician is that besides the expertise, it's someone else who is rinsing your locks. So it's like a different angle. They're able to really scrub, make sure they're not missing anything, and going to a loctician might be a necessary avenue for you to really make sure to get the buildup out of your locks. Another benefit too, other than being another pair of hands, is that, like I said, from a different angle, they might be able to see sort of problem areas that you can't see. And maybe it doesn't even have to do with buildup. Maybe it's something else, but either way, they can maybe see other buildup areas that you're not seeing, or just like maybe other issues with your locks that you might not have noticed. So that is another benefit of going to a loctician. But like I said, you have to find a reputable one, and not one that's just gonna, kind of take your money and make your locks even worse than when you came in. I know it can be disheartening to see buildup in your locks. Buildup is like a source of like what ends a lot of people's locks journey when they can't figure out how to get it out. And it's difficult, like it's more difficult getting buildup out of locks than it is loose natural hair. but it is definitely possible. It's been done. You can do it too, but it's just gonna, take a little bit of extra work, finding the right products that work for you for getting rid of the buildup, and also getting rid of the products that are causing the buildup too. Just a little bit of everything, but definitely possible. And yeah, that's it.